G'day swingers, welcome back to the channel. So this week I got something a little bit different for you. In our first week of the year, instead of doing some relic shooting, seeing as it was quite warm, we spent a few days out looking for some gold. Now, on the first day we went out and we tested this spot. We found a little bit of colour there in the past, okay colour, so we thought we'd run the Sluice again. Now, in this area, we just take a drive for about an hour and a half to get there. It's a creek that we've hit before. Usually it's pretty dry, so we can't do much work in it, but this time, because of the rains we've had recently, it was flowing. So we had a good knee depth worth of water to work with, which was just probably a little much, but perfect really. We're able to get the sluice set up nicely and just absolutely go for it. Now on day one, we went out there and we spent it was probably the best part of about 6 or 7 hours, and we just sort of gently went around sucking up with the yabby pumps 5 buckets each worth of classified material. So what we were doing was putting our classifier on top of the bucket and then yabby pumping into the classifier on the top of the bucket. Now because the water was a bit deep, it was a pain in the ass. We had to sort of hold the buckets in the current, which was not fun, but we managed to make do anyway. For that day we ended up pulling out 1.5 grams, as you can see in the photo here. So on that day I got extremely burnt, being stupid. Usually I wear a long sleeve shirt, but stupidly I didn't. I got cooked and burnt that bad that I wasn't able to go out the next day. I was just in too much pain. So the boys went out the next day anyway, Ninja, Adam and Dave, and they managed to pull out pretty much 3 grams on the dot, doing 5 buckets each. So classified material again, running it through the sluice, 15 buckets in total, 3 grams as you can see in the photo here. So those 2 days were exceptional on their own. Now day 3, yeah, I had to suck it up to get out there, because once I seen 3 grams for a day, I'm like, we can beat that, I know we can. So we got down there and I set a crazy goal for us all of basically hitting 7 buckets each. Yeah, we managed to do it, and it wasn't too bad, thankfully. The material we're moving is very easy to move. There's no clays, it's just gravels and sands, and there's a little bit of clay down deep, which is where the gold seems to make contact, and it sticks to, but it's in the gravels as well, so you've got to process the whole lot. On this day we managed to get the 21 buckets out, and yeah, as you can see here, these are the little clips I took for the day. I've got to keep this place secret, obviously for good reasons. So yeah, I haven't given any location away. Everything's all really close to a pan or really close to a sluice, so I do apologise for that in advance. I'd love to show it off, but not in this deposit. It's just not worth it for us to be showing this deposit in case somebody else finds it. So as I said, it's hard to work, but you get the right time of the year and you can work it no problems. But as I said, I just don't want to be giving up the location for someone to find it. We've never found a pocket like this before. So yeah, enjoy. Alrighty, so as you can see, I got a full test pan there, so I'm going to clean that down and then I'll come back to you and show you a bit more closer to the end of what we get. As I said, I'm not showing the location, too good of a spot. Alright, so this is all you get to see. See, you've got to be careful here, the gold floats on the black sands. Roughly kick it back. And how's that for a first test pan? Probably helps if I actually show you the gold. Couldn't see it before, but as you can see, that's not too bad. Let me go to macro. So as you can see, nice bits of gold straight off the bat. That's a rough pan, and it's all through the black sands.
So as you can see, that is why we're running bulk samples today. We're getting that per pan. Bucket number 5. We've done 5 each, and as you can see, all nice and concentrated. So it's yeah, we're getting the best bang for our buck.
Talking to yourself, son.
Let's see what we can get out of here, eh? Ooh. Alrighty, last pan for the day. So Ninja's running bucket number 21 for the day while Dave dries off. And I'm just doing another pan just to see what we're leaving behind. It's a pretty epic pan at the end of the day, as you just seen, very last pan, and that's just off the bottom. So when we come back, there's plenty more to get. We'll clean the sluice out and show what that looks like in the sluice, and then we'll get back and show the cleanup. How's that for a sluice? Amalgam, stacks of gold, all through, all in here.
Show them the rusty ones.
You see it all through there. The third lot. And it all in, you can see all the heavies in here. So this is going to be one hell of a cleanup. 21 buckets of material.
Rusty nuggy.
Nice bits. Even that nice flake. Some more left here. Hasn't even made it over.
Down there, look at that little piece.
Yeah. Ooh.
That's a lot more than Melbourne. A lot more than the other night. Yeah.
It's going to be a very interesting cleanup.
This looks
nice flat flake again.
This looks better than the last cleanup.
Oh, and the last cleanup was 3 grams.
It never made it that far.
And we only had, last one was only what, 15 buckets in total?
Yes.
So this is 21, so let's see what this shows us.
A piece there.
And that is what our concentrates look like, all cleaned up out of the cleanup sluice. This is going to be one hell of a cleanup. Alright, so there it is all cleaned up, and there's a 10-cent piece I found in there as well. As you can see, that's a nice healthy pile of gold. With amalgam, black gold, all the good stuff. So we'll give that a clean up and we'll show you a final weigh up at the end. Very nice. And there's our final weight for the day. 3.42 grams. Very nice. Considering it was easy gravels, just a lot of buckets worth. 21 in total. Not a bad day at all. We'll take that any day. Well, as you can see, yeah, we absolutely smashed it. Our best day ever on the gold, 3.42 grams. Wow. Hopefully it continues, but unfortunately that creek has dried up again, so we have no more access again, which sucks. But yeah, we will definitely be going back there, keeping an eye on the forecast and hoping for some good rains so we can get back there and just absolutely smash it before someone else notices, because with a deposit like this, as you see here, as you saw in the wrap up there, 3.4 grams. Yeah, we pulled over a 1/4 of an ounce in 3 days. 1/4 of an ounce in 3 days, and that's just using hand tools, no dredging around that, which is illegal in Australia, so we can't do it. But yeah, all hand tools. We ended up pushing 48 buckets through that sluice in 3 days of classified material. If you're willing to put in the effort and classify material, you can get more bang for your buck in each bucket and actually end up with more gold at the end, because you're not wasting the space in the bucket with large rocks, you know, this big down to that big. You're only allowing anything that'll fit through your yabby pump, which is a 50mm round tube. So anything that goes through that is all you're running through your sluice. But then that goes into your classifier and you're left with 15mm or less sort of size particles. So it certainly helps. You can pump tons more through the sluice, and the sluice just runs so much easier. It's not having to clean or do anything. It's just running material, separating the gold and the heavies, and spitting all the lights out. So hopefully soon we can get back, depending on the weather and water flow. If so, I will do another video from there, but if not, I'm sure we'll be in another gold location soon, and I can show you a proper day of me actually finding some gold, and won't have to be so secretive next time. Anyway, thanks for watching this episode. I really hope you enjoyed. It was one hell of a session recording this. It was just a hell of a day. Loved being there that day. Hopefully we can smash it out again and continue to clean up that deposit before it's all gone. Till next time, good luck and happy swinging. See you later.